Welcome to the tutorial for both our 18th edition online course and EVE, our electric vehicle equipment course. This tutorial works with both courses because they both use the same principles when you're finding your way around. Now, regardless of the device you use to study, it's important to note that our recommended internet browsers are Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. If you try an alternative browser and encounter any display issues, please install one of these and try again before contacting us. When you first sign up to the course, you should land on the course homepage like this. You'll see this little love icon up here. If not already selected, it can be clicked on to set the course as your default landing page when logging in. Now, if you don't set a default homepage, when logging in, you'll be taken to the Learning Lounge dashboard instead. You can launch content from here, but we strongly recommend that you launch content from the course dedicated homepage. You can navigate to the homepage by clicking on the Suites tab. Here, the user has subscribed to both the 18th edition and EVE. Now, if there are no courses showing here, please click on the three-line icon and toggle Show All Suites, Show Top Tier Suites option. And this will adjust the filter settings to display available courses. Click on the home page you wish to go to. Now, in this case, I'll select EVE. The layout is very similar to the 18th edition, with a course units ribbon where main learning content can be launched by hovering over a frame to enlarge the unit information and then clicking. Now, if you've already been studying, there is an option to either resume from where you left off or restart from the beginning, like this. On the left-hand side is the menu for the unit you're currently working on. You can click on these to navigate to any slide. For example, a look at Charging Mode 3. At the bottom of the page are the previous and next buttons that can be used for going backwards and forwards through the unit. Now, the courses are primarily made of engaging videos interspersed with interactive activities and questions. Moving on to some questions, you can select an answer and then submit it to move on. Fast forwarding, we reach the end of a unit assessment summary. It's on this slide that there are options to retry the quiz or review the assessment to see the questions and how you answered and whether it was right or wrong. If at any time you wish to finish your studying, please use the Start button and choose to suspend. This is the best way to assure peace of mind that your progress has been saved. We also recommend doing this if you intend to leave your learning session for any period of inactivity beyond around 20 minutes. Now, you can return to the dashboard by clicking on the Home icon at the top right of the Learning Lounge page. From here, you can navigate to any other courses shown under the Suites tab. We've already got the 18th edition course available on another browser tab here, and I just wanted to discuss course progress. With our courses, you can see a progress indicator under each unit, usually a coloured line that will grow and turn from red to green as you work through each unit. If you've purchased an exam option with your course, it is important to remember that you do not need to turn all the course units green to be eligible for the exam. What you do need to do is pass the final assessment, which is at the right-hand end of the course units ribbon. Now, depending on your screen size, you may need to scroll across to it. The final assessment is carefully created to provide you with exact exam conditions. When you use that, you're showing what you can do in a real exam. There is no feedback or information about the questions you got right or wrong. We can see on the icon here that this one has a light brown line with text confirming that the final assessment was passed with a score of 87%. Now, to prepare for that final assessment, with our courses you get a very powerful exam practice tool under the course resources bar, which has grey icons. The exam simulator allows you to do practice assessments. Although very similar in appearance to the final assessment, the practice assessment is working as a learning tool and does provide answer feedback and let you choose to answer smaller groups of questions. Because it does provide feedback, here we can see the ticks and crosses. It does not meet the stricter requirements of the final assessment. You can use the exam simulator to work on areas of weakness or to just do a short test when you haven't got enough time to commit 2 hours. You will learn what you've got right and find out where you went wrong. With the 18th edition course, you can even get a coloured hint about which part the question refers to. So the exam simulator is a terrific learning tool. However, it's achieving 80% plus in the final assessment, working in full exam mode, that provides the necessary certificate to prove that you've passed the course and are eligible to take the exam at a test centre if you've purchased that option. So please make sure it's the final assessment you've passed before you send your exam request to us. To do that, you should click on the Final Assessment to launch it. You can access it anytime, as many times as you like, even when you've passed it already by scoring 80% or more. We can see here the history log of completed assessments. This one passed the 80% criteria, and this resulted in the certificate button becoming available, which will enable you to download a PDF of the completion certificate. You'll also see an email link. This contacts us to book your exam, if you purchased one with your course. Now, when requesting your exam, please use this email address, exam@learninglounge.com, and provide the following information. Full name, as on your photo ID, the name that will go on your certificate, by the way, your date of birth, your contact mobile, and your address. It will either forward the exam request to an operational partner exam centre near to you, or to the company that you purchased the course through if that wasn't through learninglounge.com. You can try the final assessment as many times as you like. To start another attempt, click here. This assessment is designed to have the look and feel of the real exam. For the 18th edition, this is 60 questions, and with Eve, it's 40. The next and previous buttons allow you to work through the questions one at a time. You can also use the left and right arrow keys on your keyboard. You can also click on any question number to jump to it. Answered questions turn to a lighter colour. The exams will run to full time and then close automatically. But once you're happy you have no unanswered questions and that you've revisited questions you may have flagged for double checking, just like in the exam, you can click Finish to move to the assessment summary screen. Now here you'll get a summary of how you did for each part of the course. You will not get feedback on specific questions. In most assessments, rather than a randomly answered one like this, strong areas will indicate green and weak areas red. Now use this guidance to focus your study time on the main learning content indicated. Remember, you do not have to turn the whole course green to take your exam. I'll just remind you one more time. Please ensure you're working in the final assessment and have achieved 80% or more and seen the Download Certificate button before you attempt to book an exam. We cannot deal with exam inquiries until you've successfully done this. Enjoy the course and best wishes for a high score in your exam, whether for 18th edition or for Eve.